We recognize that God is at work in the world, and He's at work in our lives. And so we have a man give a Godsighting. And this morning we're going to have Philip White from Table 8 come up and share a Godsighting with us. Y'all give a hand to Philip as he comes up. Thank you, Philip.
I was expecting more Godsightings, not just me. I'm Phil. I'll just start reading from these. Not a very public speaker. Try to hide behind a computer or a keyboard. So this past year, if I'm honest, was one of the most stretching seasons of my life. Stepped into unemployment, and but it wasn't some dramatic faith moment. It was more like, okay, God, what are you doing? We had a 6-month-old with special needs, and we knew insurance was ending. And as a husband and dad, that kind of weighs on you. There's something instinctual about being a provider. When that's uncertain, it hits your identity really quickly, along with the employment identity. And almost every day, I had to give that weight back to God. Not once, it was a daily thing. It hits you at random moments. All of a sudden, you're like, okay, yeah, I gotta give that back to God. And there's that tension in Proverbs that talks about diligence, working hard, not being lazy, looking at the ant as an example, but also trusting the Lord with your plans. And felt that tension every single day. On one hand, I was grinding. I wasn't sitting around submitting applications, networking, building up my LinkedIn presence, sharpening skills, exploring AI, all things AI. Wondering if I should pivot away from my 10-year software career entirely. But on the other hand, I had to learn how to sit still before the Lord and say, okay, God, I'll do the work, but you're the provider. And that balance wasn't easy, because sometimes it felt silent, if I'm being honest. There were the heartless rejection emails. There were interviews that seemed promising, going into 4th, 5th round interviews. And nope, sorry. There are moments like that. Maybe I missed the boat, and maybe I need to abandon the line of work altogether. Maybe try real estate, or be the next viral YouTuber. Clearly, everyone's back. But yet, every time I was tempted to panic pivot, I felt this quiet nudge to persevere. Not hustle harder, not manufacture something, just stay faithful. And here's what's wild in hindsight. Some of the jobs I desperately wanted, looking back now, I wouldn't like them. It wasn't a good fit at all. But now I can so clearly see that certain doors closing weren't punishment, they were protection. Now, God blessed me with a job where I don't feel trapped, and instead feel challenged in a fun way. That's not something I could have forced, and honestly, the insurance situation might be the clearest example of God's hand. Losing what we thought was great coverage for our daughter was terrifying, but if I hadn't been unemployed, never would have discovered alternative options that are actually better for her specific needs. Better fit, better support, better coverage, we would have never known. So what felt like a loss became a gift. And there were friends too, the encouragement texts, conversations, prayer, great reminders that we weren't alone too. God provided through people in ways that money couldn't measure. This past year wasn't a don't give up, chase your dreams story. It was a spiritual test. It exposed what I really trust. Do I trust my resume, the market, my skill set, or do I trust the Lord? And I'll be honest, I don't think I've made it. The market is constantly shifting, as you all know. Another correction could happen. I could be right back in that unemployment valley. But I'm different now than I was before. I know what it means to bring my petitions before Him. Not just when I'm desperate, but daily, even now when I think things are good. I know what it means to search my own heart and ask, Lord, are you my day? Are you my desire? Or is stability my desire? Because they're not the same thing. Almost every day during that season, I had to hand over my cares to the one who provides the answer that I need, not necessarily the answer that I thought I wanted. And he proved faithful. Flashy hands and steady. God provided for us, God protected us, and God found. And I'm still on that journey, but I trust Him now more than I did a year ago. And that might be the greatest provision of all.